Hello guys, this is your friend and we are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if Tsunade fell in love with Naruto after adopting him, part 3. And if you enjoy this fanfic then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start a fanfic. After the dinner, Hinata was lying on her old bed. She looked at her surrounding and felt nostalgic. She was trying to sleep but she couldn't. She got up and went to her mother's room. She knocked at the door and entered. Hitomi was started to sleep with twins after they born. Mom, I can't sleep, can I sleep beside you? Hinata said honestly. After she laid down, Hinata asked to sleep in her lap and she agreed. So, what's this, Hinata? You were never the type who will sleep on my lap. Hinata smiled at this. Mom, what I will tell you. You cannot tell anyone, not even father. Promise me, then I'll tell you. Hitomi promised her. Mother, from the first day, I had slept on Naru-kun's lap. He would always come in room in the night and would adjust my head from the bed to his lap. He would card my hair with his finger. He would come in the morning to wake me up. I would always say that 5 minutes more. He would pick me up in bridal style and take me to the bathroom. After I had done dressing, he would come to me and do my hair. I didn't know how to do my hair as it was always short. He would do instead of me. It would make me feel happy. I always saw his face first thing in the morning and last thing I also saw his face. He would never leave me again as he thought that I would be lonely if he leave me alone. I think I got addicted to his presence, Mom. Hinata said, smiling in her mother's lap. She again remembered her days with Naruto. I think he is in love with you, Hinata. No, mother, that's not possible. How can you be so sure, Hinata? Because he already loves someone else. I would like to love him but he doesn't see anyone like that except his partner. But, I accepted that, mother. Naru had done so many things for me. I think I can leave him happy, he deserves that. Hinata said in sad voice. She fell in love with him on the first day she saw him. Who is this girl, Hinata? Hitomi asked curiously. It's Tsunade sensei, mother. As she said this, Hitomi quickly got up from the bed in surprise. What are you saying, Hinata? How can it be? They are mother and son. They can't do something like that. Hinata smiled. She expected this reaction. Relax, mother. They are not real mother and son. Even if they were, Naru wouldn't hesitate to tell her. They really love each other a lot, Mom. It's unbelievable. I haven't seen them fight once. I'm really happy for both of them. Whenever Sensei had loved someone they would die and she was never loved. Naru is filling that role for her. Sensei is filling the role of both mother and lover. They really love each other, Mom. You should accept them with an open mind. Hinata explained to her, smiling. Hitomi was now in her original position. Hinata was sleeping on the lap of her mother. Hitomi thought for a minute about them, then she thought that Kushina wouldn't mind whoever her son loved. She would accept that person without a second thought. I think you are right, Hinata. I mean, even in our clan we practice incest. Hitomi said, smiling. If you react like this to them, then I think you would faint, if I told you about your friend's mom. Hinata said, smiling. What do you mean by that, Hinata? Hitomi didn't understand her. I'm talking about Makoto-san, mother. She is in relationship with her first son Itachi Uchiha. What? Are you sure, Hinata? Hitomi asked, very surprised. Yes, mother, they had told me myself. They even kissed each other in the Senju compound in front of everyone. Only few people knows about them. This happened after Fugaku betrayed her. Thank you, Hinata, for telling me this. I really can't thank you for this information. Hitomi said, laughing evilly. Why are you laughing like that, mother? It's nothing, Hinata. She teased me for her whole life. This is my chance now. I will tease her to death. She said, laughing like a mad woman. Hinata was now regretting telling her mother. After her mother calmed, said, Mother, I want to tell you about how I got this power, Mom. I haven't told anyone because Naru said that I should tell this only who I trust completely. She told her everything. So, you have the Byakugan of Goddess, the progenitor of chakra herself and has most potent chakra. Wow, Hinata, you really are powerful, you weren't kidding. But if you said that Tsunade and Naruto also received her power, then they should have some power too, right? Of course, mom, they received one Kekkei Genkai from her and awakened other Kekkei Genkai. First is Ash Bone Release. If you are to be hit by any bones of Naru and Tsunade Sensei, you will turn to ash immediately. Second Kekkei Genkai, they awakened as Wood Release. I would not explain to you as to how because it's complicated. You just have to know that their DNA had mixed together. That's why their hair color is similar. Of course, both of them can make chakra chains like your friend Kushina Uzumaki. Hinata explained everything. Wow, Hinata-chan, they sure will become powerful in future. Thank you for trusting me with this valuable information, Hinata. I would never break your trust. I will not tell anyone, not even Hiashi. Hitomi said seriously. That's why I told you, Mom. Now you know the real reason why I'm here. They have gone to Kurigakure to gather some scrolls on their bone release. They haven't taken me because they think that it's too dangerous and I'm not ready yet. I'm happy that they didn't took me on their journey, as I will spend time with you guys. What I have told you is very important information, Mom. They didn't tell even Hokage about this. Sensei had told Hokage-sama that she would like to take Naru-kun on a trip outside the Konoha to know how things are outside. Hinata said in serious voice. I already told you, Hinata. I will not tell anyone. I know the consequences if I told anyone. The village will be in chaos with this information. You can trust me. I trust you completely, Mom. You are the only one that I trust most in the Hyuga compound. Thank you, Hinata. I will never break your trust. Hitomi said, smiling. Hinata snuggled in her lap. I will let you sleep on my lap, Hinata, from now on. I know that you can't sleep normally now. Hitomi said, smiling, but saw that Hinata was already asleep. She smiled at her daughter. She placed her on the bed and covered her with the blanket. Next morning. 5 more minutes, Naru. Hinata said this but didn't felt anyone lifting her. She immediately got up and saw that her old servant Ko, he was trying to wake her up. She became disappointed and said to send her mother in 30 minutes. Ko nodded and left the room. She went into the bathroom. You really can't do your own hair, Hinata. How much work did he do for you, tell me? Hitomi asked teasingly. Mom, I told you that he had only do this. Hinata said with pouting face. Okay, Hinata, let's go to dojo. Everyone is waiting for you. Hitomi said, smiling. Hinata nodded and left. At the Hyuga compound dojo, everyone was waiting for Hinata to arrive. All the elders were expecting old Hinata. Even Hiashi had said to them that she has become strong. They didn't believe him, they thought he was just boasting. Hinata entered the dojo. Everyone looked at her, they had never seen her like this. Her hair was now changed to white and blue at the end of each strand of her hair. She wore the same colored clothes as before but without the jacket. Her head was high, she was not looking at the ground like before. The elders were slightly surprised at her change in behavior. Now, the match will be between Hinata Hyuga versus Neji Hyuga. What? Father, I already told you that Sensei said to fight Chunin. Neji Ni-san is not even a genin. He has only entered the academy. Hinata said to her father. Before Hiashi could say anything, one of the elders got up from her seat and said, this arrogance will not be tolerated into Hyuga clan. You insolent child, do you know who Neji is? He is prodigy of our clan, born in decades while you are not. You are only standing there because of your position as clan heiress. You are only high to him in a position, not in power. Elders said, smirking. She thought that she will just stand there. Neji was furious as to how Hinata had insulted him. Everyone said to him that he is a prodigy. He was only not speaking because he was scared that if he crossed the line, Hinata's father would activate the seal. He thought, I will break every bone of her for insulting me, looking down on me. She will pay. Hinata smiled at this and said, okay then, I will defeat your prodigy without lifting a finger. If I defeat him, then you will give me the next opponent, until I am defeated. Then she got serious and said, do not yell at me, elder. Know your position. You are in the past and I will be the future. I'm the heiress of the Hyuga clan. If you cross the line with me, I will have you stripped of your rank. Talk to me with respect, she said, raising her key. Everyone was surprised at this Hinata. They didn't expect her to raise her voice at an elder. All the elders were now definitely surprised. One elder who yelled at her was furious but kept her cool and nodded. Hiyashi and Hitomi were smiling. Hiyashi thought, well done Hinata. You have definitely become strong, but wondered as to how she will defeat Neji without lifting a finger. Hitomi thought she will definitely surprise everyone with her power. The proctor in the dojo said, okay then, first match will be Neji Hyuga versus Hinata Hyuga. If Hinata Hyuga becomes the winner, then the next opponent will come to the ring with an increasing rank. Neji goes on the other side of the dojo and looked at Hinata, who was calmly standing there with arms crossed. She didn't even bother to take stance in Juken. You will pay for looking down on me, Hinata. Neji thought in his head. Neji got in the Juken stance. The proctor gave the sign. He immediately activated his Byakugan by saying Byakugan. She also activated her dojutsu but without saying Byakugan. Neji and all the people who were watching was surprised at this. No one was able to activate without saying. Elders were smirking, thinking that nobody here knows that Neji already has mastered 8 trigrams 16 palms. This fight will be over even before start. I bet that slow learner would be on the chakra control exercises only. She smirked, thinking about her. Neji immediately shot at her with top speed, thinking he would finish this quickly. As soon as he was about to say the name of his jutsu, Hinata smiled and said, Pure Byakugan all Tenketsu strike. As soon as she said this, large amount of chakra formed around Neji's body and closed his all 361 Tenketsu precisely. Everyone gasped in surprise. All of who was watching had activated their Byakugan and watched all Tenketsu point closing. They couldn't understand how it happened. She didn't lift her one finger like she said, but still was able to perform gentle fist precisely closing all his Tenketsu. Hiyashi thought, how could she do this? This isn't possible. Nobody can hit all Tenketsu and not lift a single finger. In his clan only few people could hit all Tenketsu with their palm. But she just hit it all the points without even breaking a sweat. He wondered how strong she really was and will become. Hitomi was just smiling, although she was surprised a bit. But Hinata had told her that she will be surprised today. Hinata watched everyone's reaction and smirked. As you can see, I have defeated him without lifting a finger. I will now fight until anyone defeats me. She said this smiling. It was now afternoon. No one was able to defeat her. What was really surprising that she didn't move from her position one bit or lifted her finger. She just defeated them with her Byakugan. She had defeated 15 Genins and 30 Chunin without breaking a sweat. No one had lasted more than 2 minutes in the dojo. Everyone thought she had definitely become powerful, but not understand as to how she became this powerful in this short amount of time. She just defeated another Chunin. It was now 3 p.m. Every Chunin had been defeated in the compound. Hinata-sama, would you like to continue? Every Chunin has been defeated from the compound. Proctor asked, wondering how she defeated all of them without breaking a sweat. Proctor-san, I would like a different approach in fighting now. I will be fighting all the Chunin I fought. They will come at me together. If they defeat me, then I will step down from the dojo. If not, then the next Jonin will have to come to fight me. She said, smiling. Everyone respected her for this confidence. Now they had also believed that no Chunin could defeat Hinata. Agreed, Hinata-sama. We will resume the fight in 30 minutes. Proctor said to everyone. Everyone that came to watch the fight started dispersing. But I'm not tired, Proctor-san. I can go on, Hinata said to Proctor. She really wasn't tired at all, and because of her potent chakra. She didn't feel like chakra depletion. How could she become tired? After all, she didn't even moved 1 inch from her place. I know, Hinata-sama, but it's not you, it's them. Their Tenketsu has recently been closed. They will need some rest before opening them again. Hinata nodded at this and went to her father and mother. Everyone dispersed for 30 minutes. As time had passed from morning, everyone was here from the clan to watch Hinata as they were thinking what's going on in the dojo. Dojo was full of people. Hinata went to her parents. Wow, Hinata, you are very powerful like you said. You were not boasting of your power. Hiyashi said, smiling. She simply nodded, smiling, and sat beside her mother. You weren't kidding, Hinata, when you said that I will be surprised. It's more than surprise, it's shock. Look, everyone from the clan has come to see you. I'm sure they couldn't have believed that you could defeat Chunin that easily. They had a different image of you in their brain. Hinata smiled at the comment of her mother and said, well, mother, now they will see the true power of Eris. Hiyashi was listening to their conversation and said, really, Hinata, your attacks were precise, they were perfectly executed each time. Few people in the clan can close all tenketsu. Real shock is you are not performing this with your palm. They can't understand from where your attack hit them. Now, I'm not sure that I can win against you. Relax, father, you can still defeat me. Sensei said that I will need almost 2 years to surpass you. She said I and Naru will be joining the academy 1 year late. Now, if you will ask me that why we would go to the academy, if we are already capable of doing what they teaches. There are 2 reasons. First is, we have to socialize to everyone. Second is that if we wanted we could have gone directly to the Anbu division like Itachi-san, but he suggested that we should spend more time in the academy than going to the Anbu. It will give us the time to refine our skills. When we graduate from academy, we will become truly strong like that. Wow, Hinata, sensei has planned this far ahead for you. I have no doubt that you will become strong. But how is Naruto? I mean, can he keep up with you? I'm sure until now, you have realized that you are exceptionally gifted. Prodigy born in a century. Hinata laughed at this and said, sorry, father. I laughed at you because what you said about Naruto-kun. It seems like you didn't understand him. He also had hold his own against Jonin even for just a minute. When he saved me from Kumo ninja. Father, he is a genius, it's not a question that can he keep up with me. You should say that can I keep up with him. I have never won a single fight against him, father. How do you think that he managed to awaken the true power of both Sharingan and Byakugan? He is not just intelligent, he is also very powerful. You should never underestimate him, father. Besides, sensei never told us to believe that we are prodigy. She said that you just have one advantage against others with your Byakugan and catching up fast. She believe in hard work. A prime example is Might Guy, father. He was not prodigy like his peers, but he still managed to become stronger than anyone. It's so much like sensei. She never believed in being prodigy. She always admired hard work, that's what I like about her. He also never said to me that you are a prodigy while everyone said to me when I was young. Hiyashi said, smiling. But Hinata, did you seriously said that you haven't won a single fight against Naruto? What a monster he is. If he is stronger than you, I mean he is the same age as you. Hiyashi asked her, surprised. He didn't expected that anyone could match against Hinata at her age. He is very strong, father. Sensei told me that he can hold his own against Jonin and could also defeat some of them. Hiyashi nodded and asked, but really, Hinata, how can you do Juken while not doing anything? Is this some sort of trick? Hinata laughed at her father and said, no, father, it's not some trick or genjutsu. You see, my Byakugan is special. It cannot only see far from normal Byakugan but also has perfect 360 view, not 359. But one more special thing about my Byakugan is that I can exert chakra from my Byakugan. Thus, I can hit all tenketsu point while standing. But the downside is I can't hit with the speed that I want to. If I'm fighting Jonin, then I will have to use my palm. But it will improve as I practice more and more. I have no doubt, Hinata, that you will use this power to its fullest. I believe in you, Hiyashi said to her with pride and confidence in his voice. But really, Hinata, I want to see the peak of your Byakugan. Naru said that my Byakugan powers is only at its base. It will evolve and give me power beyond belief. He said not to train my Byakugan any further because if that power even awaken in me accidentally then my body will turn into pieces in instant. That power is too great for me now, but he said that when we become Chunin then I should try that power. You see father, no one has awakened that power before. That power will only awaken in those who have purest form of Byakugan. Right now, no one come even near me in purity of Byakugan. My Byakugan is too pure. This purity is only said to see in 1,000 years. So, my children will also not have that power father because no matter who I marry, no one could match my Byakugan. And his DNA will impure the Byakugan in my children. Do you know what will be the name of my eyes? Hiyashi dumbly nodded negatively. It will be called Tensagen. I will be the first who will awaken that power. She said happily. Hitomi was also listening to her daughter. She smiled at how she clearly lied to her father. She told him just what he needed to hear. I can't believe Hinata. Your Byakugan is already too strong and now you are saying that this is only the tip of the iceberg. I'm really proud of you Hinata. Everyone will know me by your name. Our clan will be the strongest in Konoha. I can't wait to watch the legend born inside you. He said excited. It looks like I have to go now father, we will continue this talk later. She said these words and left. Hiyashi simply smiled at his daughter. He was really feeling proud now at his daughter. How can he not be after all she will become the strongest Hyuga that ever lived. He was really looking forward to see. All the Chunin had surrounded her in circle. They were going to attack all at once. This is really bad. I have to use my hand also. I can only use on 7 people consecutively that jutsu. In that case I will not strike every tenketsu, I will only close half and they still be paralyzed and I will use my palm on rest of them. As she thought all of them came at her together, they didn't underestimated her. She yelled. Pure Byakugan, multiple tenketsu strike. As she released the jutsu 15 opponents quickly paralyzed and one of them had lost consciousness because she had striked him with her palm. She quickly moved to the paralyzed one and chop on their neck they also fell unconscious. This all happened in 30 seconds. People couldn't believe their eyes, they were all hit at once and fall on their knees. Next, Hinata quickly moved in Jonin-like speed. None of her opponents even saw her. All they saw was purple-blue and they all fell down to the ground. She had defeated all of them in just 3 minutes. The audience didn't know how to react but suddenly they heard someone clapping, it was Hitomi and everyone followed her. Hinata Hyuga has defeated all the Chunin at once. As per the plan, she will now move on to the Jonin. Proctor said. Hinata was now standing against one of the Jonin. Look kid, you have defeated the Chunin and you should be proud of yourself because that is not an easy feat but you shouldn't try your luck with Jonin. I know what I'm doing, you should not underestimate me, I didn't even got serious until now. Now, I will show you my power. As she said this she lifted her pants. Everyone saw that she was wearing some weights. She started to remove her weights as she dropped the weight on the ground. Ground cracked and it was shaken. Everyone's eyes widened they started murmuring, no way, she was moving in that speed wearing this much weight. Then they also saw that she had also dropped some more weights from her wrists. No way Hinata was wearing that much weight this whole time. How much did you push her sensei? Hiyashi thought still with unbelievable eyes. How much she can surprise everyone. Hiyashi said this loud. Yes Hiyashi everyone is definitely surprised now. Hitomi said giggling to her husband. The Jonin was definitely gonna take her serious now. You know Hinata-sama now I'm definitely gonna take you serious after seeing those weights. How much did you exactly had? 100 kilogram, 40 kilograms in each leg 10 kilograms in each wrist. She said smirking. Wow you move around with that much weight. It's like you are wearing more than double of your own weight. I will definitely enjoy this match. Jonin said admiring her. Why? Thank you but we have to fight you know. She said this and he was already coming at her with full speed. She was also prepared. First both tried to hit each other. Jonan was trying to hit her with speed advantage, but after getting off the weight from her body, she was overwhelming him in speed. She was hitting both with her Byakugan and her palm. He wasn't even hit once, but nor was she. He was instantly started to overwhelm her with his experience. It was like he could predict her every move. Then he got an opening. 8 trigrams 128 palms. As he said the name of jutsu, her 128 tenketsu was immediately closed. But to his surprise, she opened them as soon as it closed. That's 2 without hand sign. He took a step back. You really are gifted, Hinata-sama. No one could open their tenketsu this instant. That's 2 without any hand sign. All the elders and Hiyashi was surprised to this too. No one could do this in their clan, not even Hiyashi. Hinata smiled and thought, I'm only able to do this because of the potency of my chakra. Hinata again moved forward and said, Multi-shadow clone jutsu. Now the dojo was filled with Hinata in every corner and even on the ceiling. Again elders were surprised. No one in their clan had this much chakra, but when they saw Hinata earlier, she seemed to have regular amount of chakra like any others. Everyone thought, how can she make this many shadow clones? The strange thing was her chakra had not been used too much, even if there were 20 shadow clones in the room. No Hyuga could make this many, not even Hiyashi. Hinata again smiled and thought, my potency of chakra is 20 times stronger than regular. With the same chakra as a normal person, if anyone can make 1 shadow clone, I can make 20 with the same amount of my chakra that they used. This is also the advantage you get when your chakra is potent. Suddenly all the shadow clones from the ceiling cried. Pure Byakugan, all tenketsu strike. Jonan started dodging all the chakra strikes that were coming at him from nowhere. But suddenly he realized he has been surrounded by 5 shadow clones. They cried. 8 trigrams minus 128 palms. He managed to dispel the 3 clone of Hinata but couldn't dispel the last 2. As she hit him, not only his tenketsu broke completely but also all his bone and muscle were ruptured. He was thrown back from the dojo to outside. All the audience and elders were horrified at the result. They all thought his tenketsu was not closed, but they were broken and his muscle and bone were ruptured too. So, this is the jutsu that sensei were talking about. Really? Mixing Juken with chakra enhanced fist is powerful. How much powerful has become Hinata? Hiyashi was thinking. I should learn this jutsu too. I will ask Hinata for that. Hinata quickly got to the Jonin. He was barely keeping his consciousness. She got to him and started healing him. I can fix your muscle and bone, but you have to take a break for an entire month to reform your tenketsu. And I'm sorry, it looks like I went overboard with you, Jonin-san. He smiled at Hinata and thought she would be a perfect clan head, gentle and ruthless at same time. Don't be Hinata-sama, I was your opponent. You did the right thing. He said this and closed his eyes. Clan doctor came near both of them. But Hinata said, I have healed his muscles and bone, doctor. He just needs rest, to reform his tenketsu. One of the elders came into the dojo and said, we will not continue any more matches. As you all can see, his tenketsu were completely shattered. That will take time to reform. If we continue any more matches and got same result, then many of our Jonin will be in bed and we can't allow that, our clan's safety will be compromised. But as you can see, our clan heiress is very powerful and we should celebrate that. In future our clan will become the strongest in the whole Konoha. Our heiress is prodigy born only in century. The recent prodigy Itachi Uchiha and Kakashi Hatake were not also powerful like our heiress at her age. She is only 6 and can defeat Jonin. We are blessed to have her in our clan. We will celebrate tonight. Everyone started cheering, clapping and shouting. All the clan elders came to Hinata and started congratulating her. The elder that was rude to her earlier came forward and said, I'm sorry Hinata-sama for my rude behavior towards you, it will not happen in future. Hinata realized that everyone in the clan had started acknowledging her. She smiled at the elder and said, I'm sorry too, Elder-sama. I shouldn't have shouted at you with disrespect earlier, and that's too in front of everyone. An heiress shouldn't behave like that. All the elders smiled, knowing that Hinata is not only powerful but respectful too. After 30 minutes of interacting with everyone, Hinata was now tired a little. She goes to Hitomi and said, "Mother, let's take bath together." At night, Hinata again came to her mother's room and slept in her lap. "You were incredible today, Hinata. I haven't saw more thrilling fight than yours. You were surprising everyone, every 2 minutes. Those elders prick saw that my daughter isn't weak anymore. I'm really proud of you, Hinata. Thank you, mother. I will try to keep your pride in myself." She said this and fell asleep on her lap. With Naruto and Tsunade. Naruto was sleeping on Tsunade, his head and hand was on her. "Ka-chan, how are we going to find Kagaya clan? They have been annihilated. I'm thinking about meeting the head of the rebel group. She will definitely know the location of Kagaya clan. We will ask about her. I had contacted Jiraiya and he gave me the location of their base. It will take us 5 days to reach. For now, we should sleep." She hugged her son tightly and he also hugged her and they went to sleep. After 5 days, finally, they were able to find the base. Apparently, location that Jiraiya gave was not exact. They entered in a cave. There were traps but Tsunade was able to see clearly. Naruto was in the arms of Tsunade. Suddenly they came to dead end. Tsunade immediately broke the front wall and was revealed to a beautiful sight. They saw many trees and lake. Camp has been made out there. Suddenly they both sensed 2 men behind them. Naruto and Tsunade sensed that they were nice people, their chakra was not dark. Both of their neck was at the tip of kunai. "Who are you? Why did you come here? How did you find this place? Tell us immediately or we will slit your throat." One of the men said, who was holding kunai against their throat. "My name is Tsunade Senju. This is my son Naruto Uzumaki. We have came here to talk to your leader about something. We will tell the reason to your leader." Tsunade replied calmly. "Okay, we will inform Leader Sama about you. If she wants to talk to you then we will take you to her." Guard said to her. One guard's left from there and goes to May tent. The tent was slightly bigger than the others. He went into the tent and bowed. "May-sama, there's someone outside, claims to be Tsunade Senju. She has a kid with her. His hair looks same as the woman. But I doubt she is who she claims to be. Her appearance is different from what people describe her. People say that Tsunade Senju has blonde hair but she has 3-color hair just like child. She wants to meet with you." May thought about this and wondered who it could be and how they knew of this location. Only few people knows about this place outside the world. "Send them in. I will meet them." After 10 minutes, 3 people entered the tent. One was her man and other 2. One was a woman looked in her 20s and other was a child looked like 8 years old. Their hair had 3 colors. She noted that the woman was very beautiful. Their hands were tied and had blindfold on the eyes. "Untie them and remove their blindfold." May ordered her men. They followed the order. "Introduce yourselves and state your purpose for coming here. More importantly, how did you find this place?" May asked the 3-haired woman. "Thank you, Leader Sama, for meeting us, but we would like to talk to you alone. It will important for both of us. For our introduction, my name is Tsunade Senju. This young man here is my son and also my lover Naruto Uzumaki." Tsunade said calmly to the teenage girl. May looked as same age as Itachi. So, Tsunade assumed that this girl would be 14 years old. She looked beautiful. She had green eyes, and ankle-length, auburn hair styled into a herringbone pattern at the back, a top knot tied with a dark blue band, and with 4 bangs at the front. 2 bangs are short, with one covering her right eye, and 2 are long, crossing each other on her bust, just below her chin. She wore a long-sleeved, dark blue dress that falls just below the knees. It seemed to be closed at the front with a zipper, and is kept open on the front right side from the waist down. The dress only covers up to the upper part of her arms and the underside of her. Underneath, she was wearing a mesh armor that covers slightly more of her upper body than her dress. She also wore a skirt in the same color as her dress and, underneath those, mesh leggings reaching down over her knees. Around her waist, she wears a belt with a pouch attached to the back on the left along with high-heeled sandals, shin guards reaching up over her knees, dark blue nail polish on her fingers and toes, and with purple lipstick. May was very surprised when the woman said that this young boy was her son and her lover. She blushed at the thought. She also wanted a man as long as she can remember. All the men in her class was cut down by her in the bloody test that her village had for genin exams. Even in this whole camp nobody had the guts to confess to her. They all were terrified of her. She looked at the boy. He was very handsome, had fair skin, tri-colored hair, and most noticeable feature was his 3 whisker marks on each cheek. He looked cute with those whiskers, she noted. He was wearing black pant with blue half shirt and had Uzumaki swirl on the back. Then she looked at the woman. She was very, very beautiful. Her hair looked most beautiful in her features. She had also tricolor hair. She had fair skin. Her hair was tied in 2 ponytail. She looked at her. They were huge. She was wearing red-purple kimono. The kimono was tied at her waist. And she was wearing black pants. On her back there was Senju insignia. How can I believe that you are real Tsunade Senju? She said to have blonde hair and you are really different. May was now asking seriously. Tsunade smiled and said, "You are right, Leader Sama, but after meeting my son, I awakened some power and as a result, my hair completely changed, that's why I have come here." For proof, if you heard of Tsunade Senju then you also know that she is the strongest of 3 Sannin and best medical ninja in the whole world. I will demonstrate my strength and skill to you. I can heal all your wounded soldier that have returned from the battle, even those who cannot be healed by your medics. I can heal any injuries, if the parts are not missing. 4. Demonstrating my strength you can send any of your soldiers, I will defeat them in 5 minutes, if I fail then I will return from here, without speaking another word. Tsunade said. With serious face. Naruto looked at his mother. His level of admiration for Tsunade skyrocketed after hearing his mother, he smiled. May was very surprised after hearing this. She had never thought that this woman will challenge her men and even say that she will defeat them in 5 minutes. After 1 hour. Now I don't have any doubt that you are not real Tsunade Senju. After seeing your skill in the medical field. I haven't seen anyone with that level of skill in medical ninjutsu. You even cured that had permanent disease. There will not be needed to show your strength, Tsunade-sama. May said with a smile. I believe we should speak alone in my chamber. Come, we will talk to you there. In the chamber. I thought you wanted to talk to me alone, Tsunade-sama, but why did you bring your son here? May asked, confused. Tsunade smiled. She could understand the confusion on her face. Actually, Leader Sama, my son here is very good with talking and negotiation, so he will be talking to you. May was now definitely surprised. She looked at the boy. He was barely 8 and the strongest woman was trusting him. I'm sorry, Tsunade-sama, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Mei Terumi, leader of the rebels. Naruto looked at her very surprised after hearing the surname. Are you perhaps the daughter of Kishigaya Terumis? Naruto asked her immediately. Mei looked at the young boy very surprised as to how he knew the name of her father. How do you know my father's name, Naruto-san? Oh, my bad, I didn't introduce myself properly. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I use Uzumaki name because my biological mother's name was Kushina Uzumaki. My biological father's name was Minato Namikaze, known as the Yellow Flash or 4th Hokage. Naruto was about to say further but Mei interrupted him. Really, you are the son of the Yellow Flash, but I heard that his whole family including his infant son was killed in Nine Tails' attack. You don't even look like him, nor do you look like an Uzumaki. I haven't heard of any 3-colored hair woman too. Mei asked him many questions. She couldn't believe her eyes that the famous Yellow Flash's son was here. My son is telling the truth, Mei-san. What you heard is half-truth. After the Nine Tails attack, 4th Hokage's son survived. I adopted him. You don't know about this because it's a top secret of our village. Even in our village only I and 3rd Hokage knows of this. And yes, you are right, there wasn't any three-hair-colored woman. Naruto is the first one to have it and I'm the second one. Tsunade explained all to Mei. And Mei nodded. Naruto then spoke. Moving further, I know your father's name because I have read all my father's personal journal. In one of his journal he had written about meeting your father. Your father had come to the Hidden Leaf with a proposal, for strengthening the relationship between your clan and my village. He offered your marriage to the fourth Hokage unborn child. My father accepted it and told him that if it's a boy then he will accept the proposal. Now, I will tell you the real reason why your father came with that proposal and why my father accepted it. Your father came with that proposal because he wanted to close relationship with one of the strongest man, then his influence over Kiri would be great after this marriage, he could have become the fifth Mizukage. As to why my father had accepted the proposal, it was because of your bloodline limit. He thought that if this marriage will happen then not only Hidden Leaf Village have new bloodline but my father's clan that had no name in entire elemental nation, due to having no bloodline, will also have bloodline because of you. And it was no loss for my father because after marriage your surname would have changed to Namikaze. This arranged marriage didn't happen because of my biological mother, she was stubborn about that I will only marry when I fall in love. Then both your father and my father decided that they would send you to Hidden Leaf to live with me and then you and I will eventually fall in love. You might wonder how I know this. I know this because as I started reading my father's personal diary, I judged him that he was not as saint as the world thought, he was very sharp-minded, cunning and very manipulative but he had well-being for Konoha in his mind, that's why he became Hokage. I wondered if he had married my mother only for her Uzumaki blood or actually fell in love but that is not for me to know. I have read all Hokage's personal journal in Senju Library. The only Hokage who was really not manipulative was the first Hokage Hashirama Senju. He was very kind-hearted, merciful and most of all he really loved all the people in the world not just Konoha, he was able to think beyond Konoha, not single Hokage had thought beyond their village. I bet that no Kage in history thought about anything but except his village. I'm sorry for going off topic here. Once I start talking I generally don't stop. It is a bad habit of mine. Naruto said, scratching back of his head and smiling. Mei was very surprised. She thought as to how anyone of this age should think like that. This boy was not only talking about his father's bad side but also talking about world peace indirectly. He was really telling the truth. No Kage had think about beyond their villages. She didn't know about Hashirama Senju. Wow. Naruto-san, now I definitely know why Tsunade-sama chose you for talking. You really are more sharp than you look. So, what do you think about our marriage? Mei asked teasingly. Naruto suddenly turned serious. Mei-sama, I would have loved to marry someone like you as you are not just beautiful but powerful too. Anyone that you would marry will be really lucky but I have to decline your offer. My heart and soul both belong to my beautiful mother. I'm really sorry. I hope I didn't offend you in any way. Naruto said, bowing and with very serious face. Mei was again surprised as to how the boy spoke. He didn't hesitate to reject her although she was only teasing him but he said very seriously. She could only imagine how much he loved his mother. She also noted that he didn't rejected her harshly, it was very smooth from his side. Looks like he really loves you, Tsunade-sama. He didn't hesitated to reject me. Mei said, smiling. Of course, Mei-san, he loves me very much and I also love him as much as he do. Not only as a mother but also as his woman. Tsunade said this while holding the hands of her son. Mei-sama. Naruto was cut off by Mei. Stop with honorifics already, call me Mei-chan. Hi Mei-chan. Naruto said, blushing. As I was saying earlier, we should discuss the reason of our arrival. Mei nodded at this. Mei-chan, I will tell you how we found this place and why we came here. We found this place because of the Sanin Jiraiya, he is spymaster for Konoha and my mother's teammate also. You guessed it right, he told us about this location. As to why we are here, we have come here because we want to know the location of former Kagaya clan. As you may wonder, why we want to know this. We want to know because we also have the same Kekkei Genkai that Keigaya's members have. We have bone release, me and my mother. If you tell us the location, then we will head there and collect some scrolls on bone release. If you are wondering is how we got this power, because not any of our parents had, nor we are biological parent and child. Then, sorry to disappoint you, we can't tell you that information now, but when the time comes, we will tell you everything. Of course, you will not give us the information for free. I will give you a fair deal. May was wondering what he would offer. When you give us the information, we will aid you in your battle. What I mean is that you clearly don't have enough forces now to go to war with Mizukage, but you will gain in time. I assume that you will at least take 6 years to go on war with Mizukage. By the time you will start the war, I would also become capable shinobi. Not only me, but my mother would also have become the Hokage. As to how I'm saying this with so much confidence, because the third Hokage will be retiring soon because of his age, and there is no better candidate than my mother in whole Konoha. Whole Konoha will aid you in your final battle against Mizukage. Your victory will be ensured after my mother will aid you with her forces. If there are any complications, then my mother will come herself on the battlefield. And don't worry about that, I will go back on my word and not aid you after you have given the information. I never go back on my word, Mei-chan, nor my mother. If you are wondering that what if my mother doesn't become Hokage, then I will tell you that me and my mother herself will aid you, and you know that my mother is strongest in the world. She can handle 10s rank ninja by herself. Mei smiled at this. Don't worry, Naruto-kun, what you are asking is not some big information. I would have given to you even if you had not offered me your assistance. And I know just by looking at you that you are not lying. But, I wonder, clearly you also know that what you will give me is very big from what you are asking. Why? Why would you want to aid me in this battle? Naruto was also smiling now. Simple, Mei-chan, because I know that you are fighting for good. You are fighting for innocent. No one should be killed for having power that they had not asked to be given. I have very great respect for you. Even with small numbers of soldiers, you are struggling and trying to change things. I really admire you. Just like you said that you would have given the location regardless of what we offer you. Like you, even if you had not given us the information, I would have come to fight beside you, because I know that in the end you will be the victor of this battle regardless of our aid. I want to see you when you become 5th Mizukage. Mei's mouth were open as to how someone of this age can talk things like that. He had believed in her just like her soldiers, but nobody had this much confidence in her. Thank you, Naruto-kun, for believing in me and my goal. I really appreciate this. Mei said happily. Now Naruto-kun, you both will not have to go anywhere for the scrolls because I already have them. When I started gathering forces, first thing what I did was collected the scrolls of the clans that were wiped out in hope that one day I would find any member of that clan. I already have many copies of scrolls of many clans' jutsus including Keigaya. I will give you the copies of scrolls including that contains forbidden jutsu. As a gratitude, I will also give you the copies of scrolls on other clans that I have. I'm trusting you with the scrolls, so don't give it to anyone, not even Hokage. Thank you, Mei-chan, I will not break your trust. I will very much enjoy reading the scrolls, as my hobby is reading and acquiring knowledge. I can't thank you enough. Naruto was barely containing his excitement. What are you talking about, Naruto-kun? What you have offered me today is nothing compared to what I'm giving you. I offered you those scrolls because I thought that you will enjoy it very much, since I guessed that your hobby would be reading. I'm happy that I was correct. Mei was saying this from her heart. Really, she had also started to taking a liking of Naruto. She blushed at the thought of this. Now that our work is done here, I think we should take our leave. Stated Naruto. You should at least wait for today, Naruto-kun. It would make me happy if you would at least stay here for one night. You can start your journey tomorrow. Mei was hoping that he would agree. Of course we will stay, Mei-chan, if it makes you happy. We can at least do this for you. Naruto said happily. After one day, Naruto and Tsunade had departed yesterday. For now they were in the middle of the hidden mist. Soon they would cross the village and enter hidden in the river village. After resting for 30 minutes they were walking on the road. Naruto had all the bags on his shoulder. Even after Tsunade said that she would carry some bags, Naruto refused her. They saw a boy with white hair and 2 black marks on his forehead running towards them. He was of 12 years of age. The boy came to them and asked, "Are you from the Hidden Mist village?" He asked to both of them. They nodded in negative and boy started running in the opposite direction they were going. Naruto, what happened to your observation and sensing ability? Have they become dull? Kurama asked Naruto. What do you mean, Kurama? Didn't you saw that boy's hair and what he had in his hand? He had white hair and 2 marks on the forehead exact like Kagaya. He even had a bone in his hand. His chakra also had some potency. I'm surprised that you didn't saw his hand and sensed his chakra. Naruto eyes widened and realized what Kurama had told him. Mother, that boy was from Kagaya clan. He had a bone in his hand and his chakra had some potency. He also had white hair. Naruto immediately said this to Tsunade. Tsunade's eyes widened at the information. You are correct, Naruto-kun. Ah. Why didn't I noticed earlier? If he is from Kagaya, then I think he is the last member of the clan after annihilation. We should find him immediately. They immediately started running towards boy's direction. After running for 10 minutes they saw the boy running on the road with Chunin level speed. They went to the boy and stopped him. Are you from the Kagaya clan? Naruto asked, looking at the boy. After hearing this, the boy immediately went on his knees and started begging for his life. Please spare me, I'm the last member of my clan. I will not cause you any trouble. Boy saw towards Tsunade, and when he got no response. If you will not let go of me, I will at least kill this boy. The white-haired boy said to Tsunade and immediately got up and stabbed Naruto in the chest with one of his bones. But to his surprise, Naruto poofed in smoke and saw that Naruto was behind him. He thought that this was end for him and closed his eyes for inevitable. He opened his eyes after 2 minutes when nothing happened. He saw that 3-colored hair boy was smiling. Tsunade got close to the boy and hugged him. Hey, we are not here to kill you. We are here to save you from your misery. After knowing that you are from prestigious Kagaya clan, how could we kill you? Will you tell me what happened to you? Tsunade said this, hugging the white-haired boy. They sat near a tree and the boy started telling them the stories of his misery and running. He looked at Tsunade and started crying after so long time. Tsunade immediately went to the boy and hugged him. After 5 minutes of crying, he fell asleep on her shoulder. She saw this and kept his head on her lap and started soothing his hair, just like she did with Naruto. After 4 hours the white-haired boy opened his eyes. He saw that he was sleeping on the lap of Tsunade. He blushed at this and thought after he started running he never had safe and comfortable sleep. Tsunade saw that he was up and said, smiling, "So, are you gonna talk now?" He nodded. 2 years ago, when I was at the age of 10, 3,000 shinobi came to our clan at midnight. I was asleep at that time in my mother's arms. They started attacking everyone in the clan and started burning house. My mother woke me up and said that she will protect me. After escaping the shinobi we came to the forest and started running. We thought that we have left them behind. I was happy that my mother was safe. After all, she was everything I had. But my happiness soon became sadness. 5 shinobi surrounded me and my mother. My mother fought all of them and gave her life protecting me. I was weak, very weak. I could not even protect my mother. I hate myself for that. She was my everything. After I was born, my father had abandoned us. My mother alone raised me and protected me from everyone. She even gave up becoming shinobi because of me. At last, she even gave her life to protecting someone as worthless as me. I'm not fit to be called her son. My mother said her dying words that I would try surviving in this village and change everything one day. How could I change anything, when I could not protect myself? I started running after that, village from village. Whenever I could get chance I would train, but even after training, I'm really pathetic. I'm not strong like my mother. The boy said this crying. Tsunade immediately hugged him once more and let him cry on her shoulder. Hey, I think you are amazing. After all, you kept your promise to your mother. You survived at this point. So, will you tell me your name? My name is Kimimaro Kagaya. So Kimimaro, would you like to fight and protect people like you? They should not suffer like you did. Tsunade asked Kimimaro, smiling while hugging him. Tsunade told him about Mei and her goals. Kimimaro nodded at her. By the way, my name is Tsunade Senju and this is my son Naruto Uzumaki. When Kimimaro heard her name, his eyes widened. He remembered, his mother had said about her. She was the strongest woman on this planet. Really? Are you the Tsunade Senju, strongest of 3 Sannin? I'm really honored to meet you, Tsunade-sama. My mother had told me about you and your battle and bravery. You were the inspiration of my mother. She really admired you. She wanted to become like you. As strong as you. She wanted to become first female clan head of Kagaya clan. She told me everything about you. If my mother was here, she would really be happy to meet you. If she would knew that I met you and even talked to you, she would be proud of me. Kimimaro said, smiling. Looks like you really are famous, Ka-chan. Just I would expect from you. Naruto goes to her and hugged her. He sat on her lap. After seeing Kimimaro, he got a bit jealous that his mother was giving so much attention to Kimimaro. Tsunade immediately understood Naruto and hugged him and kissed him. He smiled. Kimimaro seemed confused and asked, Tsunade-sama, I thought that you said that this boy was your son. Tsunade smiled. She could understand his confusion. Yes, Kimimaro, you are right. He is my son but also my lover. Kimimaro heavily blushed after seeing the situation and started imagining things. I think we should go to bed now. Naruto said this. After one day, the trio once again was at the cave. They went inside. Kimimaro followed them. He trusted Tsunade with his whole heart. After 10 minutes, 2 guards had came to them and escorted them to their leader. They came inside a big camp and Kimimaro saw a teenage girl with long hair. She looked beautiful. Ah, Naruto-kun, did you miss me that much that you couldn't live for 2 days? Mei said this and lifted him in her arms and kissed him on the cheek. Naruto blushed heavily after getting kissed by Mei. I love your blushing face, Naruto-kun. Mei said teasingly. Put me down, Mei-chan, I have come here for a different reason. Naruto said with red cheek. I'm hurt, Naruto-kun. Do you not like me lifting you? After all, if you have not taken by Tsunade-sama, you would have been my husband. I always wanted a man like you. She again teased him. It's not that, Naruto said, blushing. Kimimaro thought, does every beautiful girl love him? Tsunade was now annoyed at Mei's behavior. Just put him down already, we have come here for a different reason. Are you perhaps jealous, Tsunade-sama, that Naruto-kun is in my arms? Mei asked teasingly. No, I'm not, Tsunade said, looking away. Mei smiled evilly. Then it's settled, Naruto-kun will sit in my lap, not yours, while talking to me. Isn't that right, Naruto-kun? Mei asked Naruto playfully. He couldn't refuse her. Tsunade thought, this time you have won, but next time I will be the winner. After all, if you take him for now, he will always be mine, not yours. She comforted herself by saying these words to herself. Kimimaro was wondering what was happening. They both were fighting over this little brat. He got jealous that even this woman loved him. He got closer to Tsunade and sat beside her. She smiled at him and said, you can sit on my lap, Kimimaro, if you want. Kimimaro blushed and sat on her lap and hugged her. Tsunade smiled and embraced him in her arms. She knew that he saw her like mother figure. Now Naruto got jealous and cursed Kimimaro for stealing his mother away from him, but assured himself thinking that Tsunade will return to him. Naruto spoke from Mei's lap. Now that everyone is settled, I will tell you, Mei-chan, why we came again. He told her all about Kimimaro, and Kimimaro also spoke and told her his story. Now, Mei-chan, I want you to train Kimimaro and make him powerful. He will aid you in battle but protect him because he is the last member of Kagaya clan. After you become Mizukage you will have to restore the glory of Hidden Mist, for that you have to rebuild the clan that has been annihilated. After all everyone feared Hidden Mist because it had most number of bloodline from any village. Other villages are not supporting you because they also want to extinguish most of the clans in Hidden Mist. This is perfect for them as they do not have to do any work but still will weaken the Hidden Mist. Even after you become Mizukage you will have very much challenge in rebuilding Kurigakure back. This boy Kimimaro will help you establishing the Kagaya clan. You should start looking for other clan survivors also and give them shelter. With this you will have less work after you have won. I'm saying this because even after you win there's no guarantee that other village will not attack you. Naruto explained to Mei. Kimimaro was amazed at Naruto. Now he understood why everyone seems attracted to him. Really Naruto-kun, you never stop to amaze me. You even have thought about after the war. I was also thinking about the same thing and working on them but postponed focusing simply on the war. Then it's settled Mei-chan, I will plan everything and find the survivors until the main battle. You focus on the war, I will focus on what we will do after the war. Naruto said looking at Mei. Mei hugged him immediately. Really Naruto-kun, you will do that for me. Man, I really love you. She kissed him on the cheek. Naruto again blushed hearing that she loved him. Mei realized what she said. I'm sorry Naruto-kun, I didn't mean it like that. It's okay Mei-chan, I understand that you said that in excitement. We will depart now Mei-chan as we are already behind the schedule. Take care of Kimimaro for me, he had gone through a lot. Naruto said to Mei. Mei got little sad thinking that he will go now. She really started to like him. The way he talked. The way he explained everything in simple words. She really liked everything about him. Naruto saw the face of Mei. He hugged her tightly now and kissed her cheek and spoke on her shoulder. I'm also sad Mei-chan, that I will not be able to talk to you from now and will not see your beautiful face and hear your sweet voice, but I will have to go. We will meet again in few years, I will also have become powerful then and aid you in your battle. Mei blushed when he said her beautiful. You really think that I'm beautiful Naruto-kun? Mei asked Naruto who was still hugging her. Of course Mei-chan, what kind of question is that? I already said to you yesterday right and I never lie. He said this and kissed her cheek again. Now she hugged him once more very tightly. Tsunade saw and got very jealous as how much affection he was showing to her. Then she looked at Kimimaro who was crying. She asked. What happened Kimimaro? It's just I'm very sad Tsunade-sama that you will leave me. In 2 years nobody had talked to me but when you hugged me, it was the same as my mother used to. He said crying. Tsunade realized that he saw her like his mother and hugged him. I'm only going for some time Kimimaro, I'm not leaving you. We will meet again. You want to become strong like your mother right then you have to train here and fulfill your promise. After we have won this war. You can come Konoha for some day and we can spend some time together, how does that sound Kimimaro? Hi Tsunade-sama, Kimimaro said crying on her shoulders. Stop with that honorifics already Kimimaro, call me Tsunade only. Hi Tsunade-san, I can't call you any further than this. Kimimaro said blushing. Tsunade smiled at Kimimaro and they broke the hug. After 2 days. After departing from Mei they had continuously run. They entered a village but it was snowing, it's strange, when we came here earlier. There was no snow in the sky. Naruto said. Yes Naru I also agree with you but there is something about this snow, there is no snow in Kiri even in winter, there is always mist in all Kiri, this is strange. Wait a minute Naru, try to feel the snow there is chakra mixed in it. This snow is not natural, someone is causing it. But who could be this powerful? Even from the Yuki clan only royal blood could do this with snow, unless there is some survivor and they are causing it. Someone could be fighting Naru. We must hurry up. There is some survivor from Yuki clan. Tsunade said this and they split up and started to looking for that person. After searching continuously throughout the village for 1 hour they met again. I couldn't find anyone, mother. Me too, Naru, and it looks like the snow isn't stopping. I think they are not fighting, they are doing it unintentionally. Tsunade said looking at Naruto. But we have to find them, mother. I promised to Mei-chan that I will look for survivors, and when we are this close, we shouldn't let this opportunity go to waste. If we can find anyone, then Yuki clan could be rebuilt in the future. Naruto said this looking little down. Hey, don't beat yourself about this, Naru. We will find the one that is causing it. But first we should eat. Let's find some restaurant. They both started looking for restaurant. Tsunade was spoon-feeding Naruto and he was looking outside the window. He saw a girl same age as he was. She had a baby in her arms. The baby was about 1.5 years of age. The baby looked healthy but the girl looked malnourished. She had black hair, brown eyes and was wearing some old clothes, but still she looked beautiful in his eyes. He looked at the scene. The girl was stealing some bread while the baby was still in her arms. He looked at her behind and saw a white rabbit following her, then saw a dog who was also following her. She successfully stole the bread and then moved to the dustbin and started picking some things from it. She fed the half bread to the baby and half of it gave to the white rabbit. She then opened the 3 boxes that she had picked up from dustbin. As she opened it, the 2 boxes were empty. Her face became sad and opened the 3rd one. It had some food in it but barely had some. It wasn't even edible. It had some rice in it but was covered in dust. She split the rice in half and gave other half to the dog and ate the rest of it. She saw the owner of the shop coming towards her and he goes to the rabbit who was still eating the bread that she gave her. The owner goes to the rabbit. He was about to kick when suddenly someone grabbed his leg. Naruto saw that it was the same girl. She was saying something, he couldn't hear her, when suddenly the owner kicked the girl in her stomach. Naruto's eyes widened. He was about to go and save the girl but saw suddenly snow has stopped. You know what this means, don't you, Naruto? That girl is from Yuki clan. She was the reason of the snow, although, if the snow had continuously fall she would have froze herself in 2 days without any blanket. Yes, Kurama, you are right. Mom, I have found out the person from Yuki clan. We have to go now. She is in danger. Naruto said this and jumped out of window and went to the girl. After paying the bill, Tsunade goes to her son and saw he was holding a girl in his arms. Mom, we have to treat her immediately. She is suffering from food poisoning, chakra exhaustion, malnutrition and multiple inner wound. Naruto lifted her in his arms and Tsunade lifted the baby. It was a boy. The rabbit and dog followed them. After sleeping the whole night, the girl woke up. When she opened her eyes, she realized she was not on the streets. She was in a bed and in a very comfortable one. She got suspicious as to how she was here. Last thing she remembered that the shop owner had kicked her in her stomach. She then started searching for her brother. Then the door opened and came through a young boy. He looked same age as her. He had 3-color hair but looked beautiful to her. She thought that she would fool the boy and search for her brother and get out from here immediately. After all, rich people's sons seemed spoiled and dumb to her. She remembered one time when in the restaurant came a rich boy. He had wasted half of his food and threw away in the garbage. She had full meal that day. She got out of the bed and goes to the boy. Sir, I think you brought the wrong person here. I'm not even a girl. I can't service you. My face looks like a girl but I'm a boy. She said with innocent eyes. Naruto started laughing at her. The girl seemed confused and thought looks like he is dumb and crazy at the same time. After 2 minutes Naruto stopped laughing. Relax, I'm not here to harm you and I know that you are a girl because when I treated all your wounds, I had to do a full body checkup and you were a girl, so you don't need to lie. I can see it in your eyes that you are trying to escape from here and you will start by knocking me out and then find your brother. Am I not right? Naruto asked her smiling. First the girl blushed when he said that he had seen her and then she looked at her clothes. They were expensive and it was a boy's clothes. Naruto come to her and hold her hands. She blushed at the touch but didn't resisted him. Hey, I know who you are. You are from Yuki clan, aren't you? But I'm not here to harm you. If I had any bad intentions, then think, why would I save you from snow and treat your injuries? You can trust me and tell me about yourself. Naruto assured her. The door opened again and she saw a woman who had three colored hair just like boy. Then she saw her brother who was drinking milk of the woman. The rabbit and dogs seemed to follow her. She immediately went to grab her brother but was tackled by the dog and rabbit. The dog started licking her all over and rabbit got on top of her head. Woman comforted her by saying that her brother was peacefully drinking her milk. The boy introduced himself. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. This is my mother Tsunade Senju. My name is Haku Yuki. As you all know, I'm from the Yuki clan. That is my brother Yuta Yuki. Haku, after realizing that these people were not bad, started to trusting them. All of them sat down on the bed. Earlier I represented myself as a boy to you because my mother had told me that if I told all the people that I'm a boy, nobody would harm me. I will tell you my story just like you asked me. Yuki clan was not destroyed immediately. Before it was destroyed, all the survivors started to travel through all Kiri, including my mother, but they attracted too much attention because of their looks. They were beautiful. So, they gone hiding with few members. My mother was not a warrior, she could not fight, she didn't train herself in shinobi way but still possessed the Hyoten like other members. In the Yuki clan everyone inherited Hyoten, unlike Kagaya where only few had Shikatsunyaku. The clan only decided to let her come with them because she could do the cheap work of the clan's head and clan elders. One day the clan head had called my mother in his chamber, she followed the order. But when she got in the chamber, very unexpected thing happened to her. The clan head, that bastard, had called my mother to rape her. She couldn't do anything. She had no strength against shinobi. No one had helped her. When she told them, no one believed my mother. She left the clan and became civilian. She easily got mixed in with the civilian due to not being a shinobi. But she was pregnant. There was no food for her. No home, nothing, but a farmer took her in his home. When she asked him why he took her, he told her because of the beauty of my mother. She never wanted to live with him. After what happened to her, she didn't trust any men, but yet she was pregnant. If she didn't live with him, her child, that is me, would have died. She agreed to live with him. When I was 7 years old, my mother got pregnant again, but this time he had not forced her. He told my mother that he loved her and wanted a child. She agreed to give him his own child and my brother was born. We were a happy little family, but one day when I was playing near the river, something strange happened. I could control some water. I told my mother immediately, but she slapped me. After a while she came in my room and apologized to me and told me the story of how I was born and how I could control water. I promised my mother that I will not do anything like that, but unfortunately my father heard everything. He organized some villagers to kill me, my mother and brother. When I came back after playing, I saw that my father was killing my mother and next he was going to kill my brother. I was horrified. I lost control and froze him in the ice. I didn't know how I could make them, but I was thankful that I could save my brother. I started running, but villagers was chasing me, but I killed all of them. Oh no. I killed all of them even if they didn't harm me or my family. I killed all of them. I'm a monster like they all told me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You must think I'm a monster. Haku started to saying sorry again and again. Naruto was listening carefully. When she started to apologizing, he immediately goes to her and hugged her. He realized that she couldn't have cried in last 6 months due to looking after her brother. He started saying comforting words to her. Haku-chan, don't apologize, you did the right thing. If you didn't have, then you and your brother would be dead. I don't think you are a monster. From what I have seen, you are kind and you have very gentle heart. Even in such difficulty you didn't abandon your brother and not even the rabbit. You gave clean food to your brother and rabbit and you ate the dirty food. Even I'm not as strong and gentle as like you. So, don't worry about anything. More importantly, don't call yourself monster. Haku was still crying on his chest. He let her cry. After 5 minutes she stopped crying. I'm sorry, I cried on your chest. Your clothes got dirty. She broke the hug. He again hugged her tightly and said, You can cry as much as you want, Haku-chan, I wouldn't mind. She smiled and blushed at this. She started to told him the story while she was still being hugged. My brother was 1 year old at that time. I had left my home with my brother and my rabbit that my mother gave me. I lived in the street for 6 months. I stole the food from my brother and my rabbit. I started eating food from dustbin, but that dog already ate from that dustbin. I started sharing food with him. At night all 4 of us would sleep together. That's why I survived the snow. Haku told Naruto her story still in his arms. He was rubbing her back with one of his hand while he was holding her tightly with his other hand. Tsunade was also listening while Yuta. Naru-kun, but the question is what should we do? We can't give her to Mei because of her brother. Yuta wouldn't survive there, he still need milk. He only survived this long because she gave him the bread. If he eats bread anymore, he will die as his digestive system will not support him. Haku got up and said, Anyo, I could live with you and do your work just like my mother did. I will not ask of anything except for food and some clothes. I'm hard worker, I can do all the housework. When I become old I can service Naruto-kun also, if you promise to my brother. I will do anything you ask. Please, don't leave us. Haku started crying and begging to Tsunade. Naruto got to her and hugged her. We would never ask you to do that, Haku-chan. Do you not trust me? I will never ask you to service me or do my dirty work. You think that low of me. My mother was saying this because she was worried about your brother Haku-chan. Naruto said this while hugging her. She was still crying. Mother, I think we should take Haku-chan with us, Konoha. You can say that you want to adopt her. No one will say anything. After all, Konoha loves new bloodline. Mei-chan will understand the situation if I told her. Naruto asked, looking at Tsunade, and she nodded in confirmation. How does that sound, Haku-chan? Will you live with us and train with us? When you go to Konoha, mother will adopt you, that way you and your brother will be safe. You can train with me, Haku-chan, and become strong. Wait, after adoption you will become my older sister, Haku-chan. What should I call you? Haku-chan or Haku-ne? Naruto asked excitedly. Yes, Naruto-kun, I would love to live with you. I know that when you will be there no one can harm me or my brother. I thank you from bottom of my heart. From now on, I belong to you, Naruto-kun. You can do with me as you please. If you wish that I should become strong, then I will train. As for calling me, you can call me what you want, Naruto-kun. I don't mind. Haku said, still in his embrace. Haku-chan, never say that again, I told you already. You do not belong to me, you have your own brain and heart, right? You will do as you like, you are not my slave, Haku-chan, you are my older sister. You can protect me and I can protect you, how does that sound? Naruto asked her. Thank you, Naruto-kun, I will protect you from now on. Haku said. But first let's get you some clothes. Naruto said, smiling. He looked at Tsunade, she understood her son and gave some money. They both left. It's strange, yesterday was snowing. Today's weather is completely sunny and warm. Haku said. Naruto smiled, thinking how even she didn't knew her full power. It's not strange, Haku-chan, snow was falling because of you. When royal blood Yuki is sad or emotionally disturbed, the snow starts falling with their chakra. The snow was falling because of your emotional state. Naruto explained to her. Haku nodded dumbly and embarrassed as how she didn't knew even her own power. They were about to go shopping when Haku's stomach growled. Haku's face got red from embarrassment. Naruto just smiled at her and started going in the direction of the restaurant. As they entered the restaurant, the owner quickly came at Haku and was about to hit her. You little shit. Have you come back for more stealing? Naruto was about to reply when he saw the shop owner was about to punch Haku in the face. His punch was blocked by Naruto's hand. You will not punch my sister, Jii-san. If you even lay a finger on her, I will kill you. Naruto said this, raising his killer intent. Owner got scared and backed off. Naruto threw some money at him and said that should be enough and left the shop. Haku was blushing. This was first time that someone had stood for her. Naruto saw this and said, "You look more beautiful when you are blushing, Haku-chan." Haku got even more red. She hid her face in her palm. Both of them went to another restaurant and ordered some food. Haku started eating quickly. She started eating like the food will soon disappear. Naruto smiled at her. He knew that she had not eaten proper food in 6 months. He let her eat and didn't said anything. After 15 minutes Haku was full and Naruto understood this and was about to go and pay for the bill, but suddenly his wrist was grabbed by Haku. "Wait, Naruto-kun, why didn't you eat any food?" Naruto smiled and said, "I can't eat with my own hand, Haku-chan. My mother always fed me with her hand, and besides I already had breakfast in hotel before you woke up." Haku was surprised when Naruto said that he can't eat with his own hands. They had now arrived at clothes shop. "Haku-chan, go get what you like and don't worry about the price. We will take what you decide to wear." Haku nodded and left. Haku was showing to Naruto what she would like to take. "Wow, Haku-chan, it's like all the clothes looks pretty on you. You look stunning in all clothes. You should take all of them." Haku blushed when Naruto complimented her. Just like Naruto said, he took all the clothes even when Haku resisted. "I never had this much cloth in my entire life, Naruto-kun." Haku said honestly. "You know, Haku-chan, you should call me Naru now. Everyone who is close to me calls me that." Naruto said, looking at her. "Okay, Naru-kun." Haku said, blushing. "By the way, Naru-kun, how many people live with you at Konoha?" Haku asked curiously. Naruto smiled. "Well, at Senju compound I live with my mother, of course. There is Tsunade-chan and Hina. She is my friend who trains with me and live with us. We do a lot of fun things together. Me and Hina do a lot of pranks on Tsunade-chan, and we play and roam around village and do a lot of fun things. Tsunade-chan is also amazing, although she works at hospital more than she lives in house, but we love each other a lot. Hina trains with me too." Naruto said, excited. Haku wondered who this Hina girl is. "You know, Haku-chan, when you will come and live with us, we will also do a lot of fun things together. With you, me and Hina-chan, we will prank everyone now and play together and train together. I can't wait when you will meet Hina and Hina meets you. You guys will become friends instantly." Naruto said this, jumping around. They reached the hotel they were staying at. They got to their room and saw Tsunade was sitting on a chair alone. "What happened, Ka-chan? Why are you sitting alone?" Naruto asked, concern in his voice. Tsunade saw her son and smiled. "Nothing, Naru, it's just that when you fell asleep, I had nothing to do and I was waiting for you." Naruto felt that his mother was feeling lonely. He then realized that he never had left his mother for so long. He quickly grabbed his mother in a bone-cracking hug and kissed her on the cheek. He realized after he left Konoha he never showed any love to his mother. "Feeling good, Ka-chan?" he asked her, smiling. "Yes, Naru, how cannot I? When you do that I always feel okay, you know that, right?" she whispered in his ears. He smiled and sat on her lap. "We will leave tomorrow morning. I will send letter to Mei-chan and explain the situation." Haku and Tsunade nodded. Next morning. "Ka-chan, Haku-chan can't run like us. She never had training in her life. I will carry Haku-chan on my back and my clone will carry our supplies and the dog. You carry Yuta, okay?" Tsunade nodded. "Come on, Haku-chan, hop on my back. I will carry you. My clone and Ka-chan have already left. We have to catch up." Naruto said this, bending down. Haku hopped on his back and blushed. She smelled him. His smell was so good. She gripped around his neck and he started hopping trees to trees. After 2 days, Naruto and Tsunade reached Konoha. "Naru, you go home. I and Haku will go to the Hokage and explain everything." Tsunade said and left with Haku and her brother. I'm happy Tsunade-sama that Hokage agreed to your request and you will adopt me now. Haku said this smiling. What's this Haku-chan, still calling me Tsunade-sama? We are mother and daughter now, Haku. Call me anything but not Tsunade-sama, people who don't know me properly calls me that. Hi Suna. Ka-san. Haku said this blushing. Where are we going Oka-san? Haku asked curiously. Tsunade smiled and said, we are going to Hyuga compound to get Hinata-chan. Oh, it was all Haku could say to her new mother. She was also eager to meet this girl after Naruto mentioned her name. The way Naruto talked about her, she seems very close to Naruto. They reached the Hyuga compound. The guard went inside to inform Hiyashi. After some time Hiyashi came and greeted Tsunade. Greetings sensei, I take it you are here for Hinata. Yes Hiyashi, I'm here to take Hinata. I will resume her training from tomorrow. Tsunade said. As they were going inside people were smiling at Tsunade. She couldn't understand why. They reached the garden where Hinata was playing with her siblings and her mother was sitting leaning against a tree. Hinata saw her sensei and immediately got up. She greeted Tsunade. Then she saw a girl of her height. She looked pretty. She had black hair, brown eyes like Tsunade and had wore blue kimono that was tied at waist and wore black pants. Her clothes were the exact replica of Tsunade, only the colors were changed. Tsunade saw Hinata and others were eyeing Haku. Hinata, everyone all of you would be wondering, who this girl is. This is my daughter Haku Yuki Senju. I met her on my journey and I adopted her and her brother. So, they are my children now, along with Shizune and Naru. Hinata, she will be also training with you and Naru from tomorrow. Tsunade said this to everyone who looked very surprised by the revelation. What? But how sensei, you can't adopt someone outside the village. Hiyashi said to Tsunade. Of course I can Hiyashi. You forgot who I am. You were informed early about this because of Hinata. Everyone in the council will know tomorrow and if they are going to protest it then I myself will go in the council to settle everything. Anyway Hinata let's go, Naru is waiting for us at home. Tsunade said to Hiyashi. And what's with everyone in the Hyuga clan smiling at me Hiyashi? Care to tell me? Tsunade asked Hiyashi. Hiyashi and Hitomi smiled. Hiyashi came forward and lowered his head. Thank you Tsunade-sama for training my daughter. Everyone in the clan knows of her power. She defeated all Chunin from our clan and also one Junin. She was going to continue this but elders interfered. I'm very grateful to you and Naruto-san for choosing our daughter Tsunade-sama. She is powerful because of you and Naruto-san. Hiyashi said all this lowering his head. Yes Tsunade-sama, I'm also grateful to you. You didn't just made Hinata powerful physically but mentally also. She has completely changed, she is no longer shy and timid girl who was afraid of speaking in front of everyone. I'm very grateful to you Tsunade-sama. It looks like you indebted us once again. We can't repay you. Hitomi said this lowering her head. Tsunade smiled. You both are wrong, I only guided her and Naru only gave her power but it was Hinata who worked on her power not me or Naru. I'm also proud of Hinata to call her my student. Honestly, she is such a sweet girl I can't believe it. And this is only the beginning, she will become more powerful, most powerful Hyuga that ever existed. My dream is to utilize all her potential and make her truly powerful. Tsunade said this looking at Hinata. Hinata felt proud in herself when Tsunade said these words. She was always looking forward to the day when Tsunade will acknowledge her. She greatly respected her sensei. She always wanted to become like Tsunade. Tears came from her eyes and she immediately hugged Tsunade. Thank you for training me sensei. I will never break this trust that you have shown in me. I will work hard and become powerful like you want. I will make you more proud, I promise sensei. Of that, I have no doubt Hinata. I believe in you. I know that you will make me more proud. Tsunade said this to Hinata who was still hugging. Let's go now. First we will go to Shizune to get her in the hospital and then to Senju compound. I'm sure Shizune had missed us. Tsunade said, and the trio left. At the Senju compound, Naruto was waiting for his mother to return. He sensed 4 people entering the compound. He remembered the chakra signature and smiled. Hinata entered the living room and saw Naruto, who was sitting on the sofa. As soon as he saw her, he ran towards her and quickly grabbed her in a hug. I missed you, my Haim. I really missed you. I have a lot to tell you. He could only say this, and then he tried to break the hug, but Hinata resisted him. He soon submitted to her and kept the hug. She broke the hug and kissed him on the cheek. I also missed you, Naru. I was lonely without you. Tell me all about the trip in my room. He also kissed her on the cheek and said, I will, Hina, I will tell you all the stories. Hinata smiled and blushed. She was still not used to Naruto. Then her vision fell on the Haku, who was looking annoyed and jealous of her. She thought, so she still don't know about Sensei and Naru. She then goes to her and Naruto goes to Shizune. Naruto goes to Shizune and hugged her. I missed you also, Shizune Ne-chan. Shizune smiled and said teasingly, stop lying, Naru. How could you miss me when you had Ka-chan, who you consider most beautiful in the world? That is true, Ne-chan, but still you are my sister who takes care of me. How can I not miss you? Naruto said honestly. Still honest as always, HNN. Naru. I also missed you. I felt lonely without you. I missed all your pranks that you did. When I got home it was all quiet without you and Okawa-san. But now that you have come, this house will get lively again. Shizune said to Naruto. With Hinata and Haku. You know, Haku-chan, you are jealous of the wrong person. You should jealous with your Ka-san, not me. I will tell you a secret. Don't scream when you hear, okay. Naru-kun and Tsunade-sensei is in relationship. That means Naru-kun and Tsunade-sensei are not only mother and son but lover as well. Hinata said this giggling. She loved the reaction of Haku. Haku's eye widened and screamed, what? Everyone looked at Haku. Naruto immediately understood and goes to Haku. After telling everything about their relationship, Naruto asked Haku. So, Haku-chan, do you reject our relationship? I know it's not normal, but we still love each other. Haku remembered the trip. They were really close to each other. Naruto did everything with his mother, even slept with her. She ignored everything and just thought that they were very close. Haku smiled at Naruto and said, I screamed there, because I was just surprised, Naru-kun. It was not because I rejected it. How can I reject you and Ka-san when you have saved me and my brother from that hellhole? I have no problem, Naru-kun. I'm sure that nobody will love you more than Ka-san and nobody will love Ka-san more than you. Haku said this smiling. She really believed what she said. Okay, now, that settles it. We will decide now where Haku-chan and Yuta-kun will live. Hina-chan, I think Haku-chan should live with you. It will benefit both you and Haku-chan. You will also not feel lonely and Haku-chan will also get company. Hinata nodded. And Shizune Ne-chan, I think you should take care of Yuta. If Haku-chan still babysit Yuta-kun, then her training will get affected. This way you will also have excuse for not going to the hospital and could also resume your training that you were talking about, and Yuta-kun will also be taken care of. Shizune thought about this for a minute then nodded. I think you are right, Naru. This will be beneficial for our family. Shizune said. You had thought about everything and everyone, haven't you, Naru? Shizune asked Naruto, smiling. Of course, Ne-chan. Haku-chan and Yuta-kun has become family after all. We have to take care of each other. Naruto said to Shizune. Haku was listening to Naruto and felt happy. When she thought about finally she had become important to someone and consider her a family. But what about the dog and the rabbit, Naru-kun? Hinata asked Naruto. Oh, about them. I think Haku-chan should train both of them in ninja way. They will not become like Inuzuka, but Haku-chan could still use them and depend on them for sensing or searching someone. The dog could be used to tracking and rabbit could be used to deceiving or laying a trap. I think they would become fine companion to each other. I will lend some books to Haku-chan for training them from the library. What do you think of that, Haku-chan? Naruto asked Haku. I think that's a great idea, Naru-kun. This way we can go together in a mission and live together. But how will I train them? Haku asked Naruto. But this time Tsunade smiled and said, from our chakra, Haku-chan. You know, Inuzuka's dogs rely on their master's chakra, that's why they could communicate. Although after generations of training they now have become natural with that and they don't train their dogs. In the clan someone especially takes care of dog, and one day the kid from Inuzuka clan goes to that person and the dog chooses their master. The dog will live as long as their master, although it doesn't apply to the master, as after their dog dies in battle they replace with someone else. I will help you in training them, so don't worry. Tsunade assured Haku. Haku was about to say something when doorbell rang. She had an idea who might it be. Shizune opened the door and it was an Anbu. There is a council meeting, Tsunade-sama. The council and Hokage has requested your presence. Anbu said this and left. Tsunade smiled. She was expecting this, but not today. Haku, Naru, we will go to the council. Today I will show them my power. In the matter of Naru, I couldn't do much. Today will be different. In the council room, every clan head was there. After they got the news that Tsunade had bring 2 kids from the Yuki clan in Konoha, they were all determined to acquire the children. Fugaku had plans. When he will take them, he will train them and make loyal them to the Uchiha, and when the girl grow up she will bear lot of Uchiha children. This way he could acquire 2 Kekkei Genkei in his clan. Danzo was here to demand the child to his care, and he knew that this will be difficult because of Tsunade. As for other clan heads, they were here only to see the child. Everyone knew that Tsunade will not give the child to anyone. Tsunade entered the council room. She saw that every council member was here except for civilian side. She remembered the warning that she gave last time. Every clan head saw Tsunade. She was with 2 child. One was a boy who had 3 hair color like Tsunade, and other was a girl who had black hair. Tsunade looked at the 3rd Hokage. So, why did you call me sensei? I thought that adoption process was completed. Tsunade asked the Hokage. She knew that Hokage didn't call this meeting, but still she asked her. Tsunade, I didn't call this meeting. I'm also curious to know why this meeting was called. 3rd Hokage said. I called this meeting Hokage-sama. And what's this about adoption? You gave the children to Senju without discussing with anyone. Fugaku asked. Tsunade looked at Fugaku. She already hated him when Makoto had told her the story. On what base do you think that I should consult adoption process to the council? Tsunade asked Fugaku. Tsunade-sama, you already know that the children you bring to Konoha possess Hyoten because she is from Yuki clan. Therefore, before anyone adopt them, the council should be informed. We should acquire the Hyoten in Konoha by putting them in CRA, Clan Restoration Act. I think the children should be given to Uchiha clan. That way we can combine Sharingan and Hyoten and make Konoha stronger. Fugake said this smirking. He knew that Konoha loved new Kekkei Genkei. If he would make them believe that by combining Hyoten to Sharingan Konoha would become powerful, then every clan head would agree. Then Tsunade will have no choice but to give the children to Konoha. After hearing Fugaku, almost every clan head started shouting. Hiyashi Shikaku Shuza and Shibi Aburame were silent while everyone was shouting. Shikaku knew that after adoption nobody could do anything, and he didn't even care about Hyoten. He was just sitting there and yawning. Hiyashi didn't want to displease Tsunade after she had done everything for him and his clan, so he was quiet. Of course, he wanted the Hyoten in his clan, but he also knew that it was the lost cause. Shuza was not speaking because his friend had already told him that he should not pursue, but Inoichi had rejected Shikaku, saying he will bring Hyoten to his clan. Shibi Aburame wasn't saying anything because he was just not interested and he didn't like the idea of putting a child in CRA. Fugaku calmed everyone and said, I think every clan should breed 1 child with that Yuki girl. This way every clan in Konoha could acquire Hyoten. Every clan head got quiet after hearing this. I also agree with everyone, but that boy should be given to me for training. I will use his ability to make Konoha stronger. Danzo said this and everyone nodded. Haku got scared after hearing everyone. She started to doubt her decision. Naruto saw Haku and understood her uneasiness. He held her hand and said, Haku-chan, don't worry, nothing will happen to you, Kachan will save you. Tsunade saw Haku scared. She got angry and started leaking her killing intent. Before anyone could say, everyone started to suffocate. She punched the wall that was behind her. The wall collapsed and shouted, Quiet. What do you think you are saying about my daughter? She doesn't belong to any clan from Konoha. The CRA doesn't apply to her. She is just a refugee and I'm going to adopt her. It's as simple as that. She had come here like Mito Uzumaki and Kushina Uzumaki. When they came here, the law didn't apply on them. They were never adopted due to their status of previous Jinchuriki. But Haku here, my daughter isn't a Jinchuriki, so I can adopt her. If any one of you think that you can take her away from me, then you are mistaken. She belongs to me now. She is the heir of Senju clan. I have already adopted her. If you ever comment about taking her into your clan and breeding her, then I will erase your clan from this village. She is my daughter now, you will call her with Honourifics. Tsunade shouted these words to everyone. Everyone got scared after seeing angered Tsunade. Haku felt relieved after hearing those words and hugged her mother. She started crying. Tsunade lifted Haku in her arms. There. I already told you, Haku-chan, that you are my daughter. I will protect you with my life. Nobody can separate you from me. Tsunade said these comforting words to Haku. Haku hugged her even tighter. Thank you, Ka-san, for protecting me. Everyone was seeing this. They all knew that they couldn't do anything about it. Fugaku also realized that this was the lost cause, but he smiled thinking about something. Tsunade-sama, I think Haku-san belongs to you. I have no doubt that nobody can love her as much as you do, Fugaku said. Tsunade got surprised by Fugaku's words. One moment he was planning to breed her and now he is saying these words. She wondered where he was getting. So Tsunade-sama, I propose a political marriage between my youngest son Sasuke to your elder daughter Haku. This will benefit both us and Konoha. Every clan head after hearing this realized that Fugaku was acquiring Hyoten indirectly into his family and his clan. Shibi Aburame, who was quiet until now, got up and said, I also propose a political marriage between my son and your daughter, Tsunade-sama. Unlike Uchiha, my clan will offer her the status of the wife of clan head of Aburame. Shibi thought about this after hearing Fugaku. He thought this was appropriate way to bring Hyoten in his clan. This way the girl will also not be forced to bear multiple child. Hana Inuzuka also got up and proposed same thing, followed by Shuza Akamichi. Shikaku was quiet. He knew this would also not work after seeing the relationship between them. He knew that Tsunade loved her adopted daughter, she wouldn't give her daughter to anyone. Hiyashi and Inoichi was quiet because they didn't had any son. Fugaku stood up and said, I don't think Tsunade-sama would give her daughter's hand to low clan like you. She should give her daughter's hand to a noble and prestigious clan like Uchiha. What did you say, Uchiha? You think we will sit and take insult about our clan? Everyone started shouting. Shikaku thought how this meeting had come to this. Meeting was supposed about adoption, but now it had turned to marriage. Quiet. Shikaku shouted. This is not the way any clan head should behave. I think you should hear Tsunade-sama's response. This decision is her. Shikaku said to everyone. Everyone got quiet after listening Shikaku and looked towards Tsunade for her response. Haku was very surprised by this turn of events. One moment ago they were talking about breeding and now they were talking about marriage. Haku wondered who Tsunade will give her hand. She now trusted Tsunade. She thought, I will accept Ka-san decision. I know that she will think best for me. Tsunade smiled when everyone looked towards her. I don't think this decision should be mine. It should be my daughter's decision. I will give my daughter's hand whom she chooses. So, you all still have time. In the academy you should tell your sons to woo my daughter. Whoever succeed it shall take my daughter. Haku was surprised at her mother's response. She was choosing her to make her own decisions. Respect for Tsunade had grown in her heart. Tsunade was rejecting even the clan heir's proposal. Fugaku thought this will be enough for him. He would tell Sasuke to woo her in the academy after all the Uchihas were known for their looks. Almost every year in the academy every Uchiha had their fan club. He also had one and his son Itachi also had. He had no doubt that Sasuke would be any different. She would easily fall for Sasuke after seeing his power and popularity. Hana, Shibi and Shuza were also satisfied. She had no doubt that their sons would woo her. Hiyashi, who was quiet until now, spoke next. Tsunade-sama, what do you think about marriage between your adopted son and my youngest daughter? They are of same age. My response is same as before, Hiyashi. If your daughter can woo my Yuta, then she can marry my son. Hiyashi nodded and looked towards Naruto next. Naruto wondered why he was looking towards him. Naruto-san, as you know, Tsunade-sama is not your legal mother. So, what I'm about to say will be your decision, not Tsunade-sama. You are familiar with Hinata and you two seem to close with each other. I propose a marriage between you and my eldest daughter, heir of the prestigious Hyuga clan, Hyuga Hinata. As you already know that she is strong. She had defeated all the Chunin and even Jonin from my clan. She will be the strongest in whole Konoha in future. What do you think of that? Hiyashi asked Naruto. Everyone started murmuring, how can Hiyashi give his daughter to Kyuubi brat? The rumors stated that his daughter had defeated all the Chunin from his clan. She was a prodigy and he was a monster. Hiyashi-sama, I'm honored that you think I'm worthy of Hina-chan. But, I must reject your proposal for two reasons. First, you should ask your daughter, and second is, I already have given my heart to someone. So, I can't marry your daughter. Naruto said this looking at his mother. Hiyashi didn't expect this response from Naruto, he wondered who was the girl. He had given this proposal to him because of Hinata, after she said that he was stronger than her. He thought Naruto would be perfect match for his daughter. He also had 9 tails inside him. If he would have married his daughter, his clan would surely had become strongest in Konoha. He was sure that no one except Hinata was close to him. Everyone was surprised to hear Naruto's response. Everyone thought Naruto would accept right away. Fugaku thought, thank God he didn't accepted Hiyashi's proposal. If he had accepted it, then 9 tails would have gone into Hyuga's hands. I think this meeting has concluded its purpose. We should end it now. Shikaku said, yawning. Everyone dispersed and goes their home. At Uchiha compound, all the elders were waiting for Fugaku at his home. They couldn't wait for morning to hear the good news, so they had come to Fugaku's home. Itachi and Makoto were wondering why elders had been sitting for almost an hour in their house. Gate opened up and Fugaku came through the door. Elders got up from their seat and immediately asked what happened in the meeting. Fugaku explained everything that happened in the meeting to them. So, the Senju got the girl. This is very troublesome, one of the elders said. Another elder immediately got up and said, but we still have a chance. If young Sasuke manages to woo her, then our clan will definitely get Hyoten. Fugaku then said, yes, Elder-sama, my Sasuke definitely will bring Hyoten in our clan. Itachi and Makoto were also hearing them. At Hyuga compound. After Fugaku came, Hitomi immediately asked what happened. Hiyashi told her everything. I think we expected that. After all, Tsunade-sama had already said that she will not give Haku to anyone. But you idiot, why did you propose marriage between Hinata and Naruto? Didn't you know that he already loved someone? Even if he didn't loved anyone, it should not be your decision to decide who Hinata will marry. This is the exact reason Hinata didn't want to show her power to anyone. If she got to know this, then she would be really furious at you, and I surely think she will know. Hiyashi realized what he has done. He thought of apologizing to Hinata when he met her. At night in the Senju compound. Everyone had settled down now after returning from council. They had told everyone about what happened in the council. Hinata was surprised and said she will talk to her father to not ask anyone for her marriage without her permission. Naruto entered the room of Hinata. He saw she and Haku were chatting. So, you two are getting along very well. I'm happy to see this. Haim and Haku-chan. Both girls looked at Naruto and smiled. Hinata ran to Naruto and hugged him. I couldn't sleep, Naru-kun, will you help me? I also missed you daily, when I was about to go to bed but mom helped me. It wasn't as comfortable as yours but still I slept on it. Naruto smiled and said, that's why I'm here, my Haim. I knew that you couldn't sleep without me, let's go to sleep. Haku couldn't understand what they were talking about. She was sure that Hinata had said that Naruto slept with his mother and she slept here alone. Naruto lifted Hinata in his arms. She wrapped her arms around Naruto's neck. He went on the bed and placed Hinata on it. He sat beside her and then placed her head on his lap and started carding her hair. Hinata smiled and wrapped her arms around his waist and murmured she missed this very dearly. Naruto smiled hearing Hinata. She slept immediately on his lap like before. Naruto looked at Haku. She looked flustered and jealous. He smiled and said, you can also try, Haku-chan, it's very comfortable, you will sleep very peacefully this way. You shouldn't be embarrassed, Haku-chan, after all you are my precious and beautiful sister. How can I let you sleep like this? I would be a bad brother, if I didn't comfort you or protect you. Haku, after hearing this, blushed heavily. He had called her beautiful. She reluctantly moved her head and placed on his lap. He started carding her hair like Hinata. Like he had said, this was very peaceful and comfortable. She hadn't felt this good and loved by someone in her entire life. No one had given her this much attention. Then Naruto saw Haku, but she was crying. He got worried and stopped carding her hair. What happened, Haku-chan? Are you not comfortable in my lap? I thought you would like it. I'm sorry if you felt uncomfortable. Please forgive me, my Haku-chan, I would do anything for you. Haku smiled hearing his words. It was so like Naruto, he couldn't see any tears in her eyes. It was unbearable for him. He had told her himself. It's not that my Naru. It's just that everyone loved me so much around here that I think this is a genjutsu. I still can't believe my eyes. Everyone accepted me the first time I met them. Tsunade-chan loves me very dearly. She helped me around the house. She even takes care of my brother for me. Hinata-chan also accepted me as her friend. She showed me so much kindness. She even shared her room with me. This room that I never dreamt of living. I never have slept on this much comfortable bed, I never saw a house this much big. Even if Hinata-chan is a Haim, she thinks of me as her equal, not beneath her. She even said that my brother reminded of her siblings. As for mother, first I thought she had let me live here because you had asked her, but I was wrong. When I saw her at the council room, I was moved by her actions. The way she talked and fought for me, it looked like she was proud of herself for calling me her daughter. I didn't even dreamt that the most powerful women in the world would adopt me and would become proud of me. She even announced me as the heir of Senju clan. The Senju clan, the mightiest clan in the world, it had produced the most powerful shinobi that this world has seen, and she announced me in front of everyone as the heir of the clan. And lastly, you Naru-kun. I can never repay your kindness. You saved me from that hellhole. You showed me kindness that nobody had shown. You love me like I'm your real sister. Before I met you, I was sure that either I would die from the cold or someone would take me as their servant. I was ready to become one in order to save my brother. I was sure that someone would use me, my skills or my body. I even thought that one day people around me would find out that I have Kekkei Genkai and kill me. But that changed the moment you saved me. I was sure that you would ask me to become your slave and I was ready. But you Naru-kun, instead of using me or my body, you accepted me as your family. You gave me hope, Naru. You showered me with your unconditional love for me. Nobody has truly loved me before, except my mother. You put me above yourself. You even spoil me, Naru. Nobody had done it for me before. I'm sure that if I ask you something and even if it's nearly impossible to get, you would bring that thing to me. How can I repay you, Naru? Tell me, what should I do? I also think sometimes that this is some dream or genjutsu that I will wake up someday. I don't want to leave you, Naru. I'm scared of losing you. I'm scared that everything will get like before. I'm too much scared of losing this family, Naru, that you have given me. Naruto listened to Haku carefully. He could think why Haku-chan would think like this. She too would be scared for losing him. How can a girl who was rejected by everyone thought of living like this? Some day ago, she had no one to love and now everyone was loving her. Of course, she would be scared and think that this is some genjutsu. Heck, even he thought, after his mother had accepted him, that this was some genjutsu. Naruto looked at Hinata and saw she was asleep. She looked very peaceful and beautiful. He smiled and kissed her forehead. He placed her on the bed. Naruto then lay down on the bed, bring Haku on his chest. He cuddled to her. She also snuggled onto his chest. Her tears were still flowing. He wiped the tears. Haku-chan, I know how you feel, but you have to accept it, Haku-chan. This is reality, not some dream or genjutsu. You say, you want to repay me, right? Then love me also as much as I do. I would consider your love as a payment. Let me spoil you, my Haku-chan. I never had a sister of my age. I want to give you everything, Haku-chan, fulfill your every wish, love you unconditionally. I want to keep you, Haku-chan. I want to train with you, eat with you, play with you, make memories with you, and cuddle with you like now. I want to do everything with you, Haku-chan. You are my precious and beautiful sister, Haku-chan. I will give you anything you demand. I will put you above my life. I want to protect you. And don't even think about doing for me that you don't want. When I saw you on the road holding your brother in your arms and protecting him from cold and everyone, stealing for him and feeding him the clean bread while eating yourself dirty food, I thought that no one is more kind and gentle than you. You remind of my mother and Hina-chan, she is also kind and gentle like you. I think you are the greatest person in the world, my Haku-chan. Your kindness doesn't deserve this world. Naruto said this, embracing her tightly. He really loved her. Thank you, Naru-kun. You don't have to ask me to love you, Naru. I already love you as much as you do. And I'm yours, Naru-kun. I belong with you. I will not leave you ever. How can I? After all, you are my hero. Haku said this and kissed him on the cheek, then embraced him more tightly. He also embraced her. After 5 minutes of hugging her, he saw she had gone to deep sleep. He smiled at her, put her down and kissed her forehead. Naruto goes to Tsunade's room. He saw Tsunade was waiting on the bed for him. What took you so long, Naru? I was taking care of Haku-chan, mom. Naruto got and went on the bed. Naruto undressed Tsunade and cuddled with her. What happened, Naru? Why your heartbeat are very fast? Are you nervous for cuddling with me? Tsunade asked Naruto, laughing. It's not that, Ka-chan. It's just, I touched your beautiful body after very long time. I thought you wouldn't want this now. On the whole trip I was jealous. When you let Kimimaro sit in your lap and hug him. I'm even jealous of Yuta. When he sucked your. I know this is wrong. I shouldn't get jealous very often, but I can't help it. I just think that you belong only to me. We haven't shared kinship for 15 days. I'm nervous that you will think that I'm still a child, who clung to you all day and night and not ever leave you. I even drink your milk, Ka-chan. I know that it's not normal. I'm big now but still act childish around you. I thought you would regret accepting me as your life partner. I'm just scared that you would tell me one day that I'm still a child and you can't be with me. Tsunade sandwiched his face between her and laughed. I'm sorry, Naru-kun, for laughing at you. It's just that I was also jealous. When Mei got close to you, I was even jealous of Haku-chan. It's not just you. But, I think it's normal, if someone is in love with other person, then it's normal that person would want to keep his or her lover to himself or herself. I also want to keep you for myself, Naru-kun. I am also scared that someday, somebody will take you from me. And I'm grateful to you, that you act childish around me. It gives me the opportunity to spoil you. I see your other version that nobody can't. I'm lucky, Naru-kun, to have you. I would never leave you for the way you act around me. I love your child form. I also love the fact that you clung to me all day. This way I can keep you for myself for long time. I also love when you drink my milk. It's not just you, Naru,